Guys, minions, and welcome back to unMadeGaming. We are here for another episode of Blood on the Reik, and as per usual for us, we're down one player. That's okay. We're gonna make up with the awesome fun times and innuendo-filled hilarity. So that's gonna be good stuff. With me here today is the fully awake-ish Daddy Sheepdog. We have Justin from Mage Hand Press, and we have the wonderful wandering DM Simon himself. So yeah, that being said, guys, if you want to interact with this show, please check that donation section down below for all the things you can donate for this show. Hit that follow button, hit that sub button, join us on Patreon, and with that, Simon, take us into the Reiklands.
All right, so we are back in Reik, the group. Well, why should I do the recap then? I think Galarian should do the recap.
All right, so the recap. We talked to the family that was at the center of all of these murders, and we found out that with fairly high certainty that the Graf did not send a white mage to this town to help them out, but rather his advisor, assistant, right-hand man type guy is a necromancer and was planning to ambush and assassinate this white mage because he was the only one in the area that could really deal with undead effectively. I investigated the tower with the big horn on it, and all sorts of dark winds are gathering on the horn, and someone's going to blow in that horn to wake the dead. We met some spies, and they knew all sorts of stuff thanks to some creative problem solving by our river warden, Anders. Cherry helped find us a way into the castle, and Gandalf was an asshole to a initiate priest. And that kind of wraps up last week.
Yep. The spy in question was a brother of the cloak.
Yes. Sigmar spy people.
Yeah, basically a spy for the Church of Sigmar, for the witch hunters.
If I remember correctly, didn't Anders almost get mobbed by a giant mob of poor people by being a silly dickhead?
I threw coins at them.
Yes, that's what Galarian referred to as creative problem solving.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That being said, though, it gave you so many successes that you were able to attract the attention of that old, surely retired, or should have retired, brother of the cloak, who will, by the way, keep an eye out on the Horn of Magnus. And try to convince the guards, bribe them if need be, to not let anyone in. And I don't remember who among the group had told them that it was probably one of these guards that were, in league with the necromancer.
I mentioned that it was a very real possibility.
Yeah. So he's going to keep an eye on it, but it depends on what you will want to do. So we'll pick right back up at the tavern. You are sitting around the table with, the brother left. There's you and Clementia, who will go and scout out the castle. She'll point out that if you ever want to infiltrate it, she'll point you to the entrances she found.
Right. She also has that secret side mission.
Yeah. Yeah, but the secret side mission is going to take about 3 weeks to complete.
Oh, okay. So how did we leave things off? We talked to let me check my notes here. We talked to the brother of the cloak. We know the necromancer is Bernard Auer. Can't read my own writing.
Possibly, I think. He wasn't 100% sure. That was just the most likely one.
Yeah. So are we at a point where right now we're trying to break into...
Right now, we would be, 5 minutes after he left the tavern. So we just had this big conversation about how to enter the place. And Prax is right in chat. You also have one set of disguise.
Yes.
So
if you wanted to try to get it,
I don't want to sound like something that doesn't exist yet. But are we breaking into the mayor's castle? That doesn't sound like it's a good plan.
It's where the source is. It's where we need to go to find this necromancer.
Now, I just, I don't talk to many wizards, Gale, and did the wizards, the mystery wizards that we've never met or heard about, did they tell you that we just need to find the source of this undead, or do we have to stop it ourselves?
Stop it ourselves.
Because if I'm not mistaken, if in Sledlung you break into anyone's house, you get prison time. I'm pretty sure if you break into the mayor of Ubersreich, you get your head chopped clean off your body.
Anders, as you look around while you're saying that, you see the innkeeper's wife right next to you. She's putting down mugs on the table, and she flips the tray on their arm and says,
Plan B.
Who's talking about going into the Lord Mayor's
No,
castle?
and we were talking about a thing called Plan B.
Oh, it's just I figured I overheard a lot of your conversations.
That's
and
quite rude.
aren't you
Undead hunters. Yeah.
in figures of authority?
True.
Sure.
I'm a river warden.
He's something.
I've never heard of the River Warden.
That's how important they are. Keep them very secret, very quiet.
Gangolf, are you also a River Warden?
Sure.
Did you wink? Sure.
Well, I don't know what your jurisdiction is, but I know that the Road
Rivers,
Warden...
mostly.
Oh,
Hence the name.
that makes sense. Well, I know that the Road Wardens can sometimes get an audience with the mayor if trouble arises. Maybe you can file for an audience.
And how long does an audience usually take?
6 to 8 weeks.
6 to 8 weeks. Oh shit. I think it's a much more of an immediate situation.
Oh,
Right.
oh, in that case, well, I bid you good luck, and hopefully Ranald will be with you.
Yes.
Yes.
And she turns around and leaves. And just, Gangolf, you're pretty sure that for a split second she tried to turn her head back in your direction.
Gabriel, I saw that.
Hmm?
I saw that. What did I say?
So what?
What did I say?
What?
I said,
So
I said,
what?
as long as we're
So
staying.
nothing.
I said, as long as we're staying inside the inn, you can't sleep with the innkeeper's wife. We're
I
living
have
here.
done no such thing. I'll have you know, I haven't thought about it. It hasn't crossed my mind. What do I roll for deceive?
That would be deceive.
Okay.
Something tells me I don't believe you.
I can't see deceive. Do I have
Wait. I think it would be persuasion.
Is there just lie?
Well, you can just lie to your fellow players. Like, that's perfectly fine.
I could I do cool?
Oh, that would be cool. Cool to avoid reddening and yep, that could be a thing. Yeah, he says it with a straight
alright.
face.
This time, Gangrove, I'll believe you, but, you have a tendency with the ladies, especially the ones that are married.
I make no distinction between ladies who are married and who are not married. Thank you very much.
No, I know, I think that's the problem.
So
Anyway.
how are we going to get into this manor?
Oh, wait a minute.
Right.
Gale, you're not going to like this one. Gangrove, Gangrove, do you think you sleep with the Lord Mayor's wife?
I don't even know who she is.
Well, Simon, does the Lord Mayor have a wife?
Yes, and they also have 4 children.
So you're saying there's a chance?
How old are the kids? Are they
Here's-
like...
Okay,
Like-
but here's the thing: is
Are they,
nobody
like,
got
creepy
in or out
young,
the
or-
castle, guys. If you want to sleep with the Lord Mayor's wife, you have to get in the castle. If you want to go and get the necromancer, you have to get in the castle.
I mean, I know how sex works. Thank you, Simon.
Fucking Christ.
Winning.
Oh, no.
God.
No, because I'm gonna get there, and then Simon's gonna be like, "Sorry, your princess is in another castle."
See, Galarian, this is what happens when you hang out with humans. All they do is fornicate and talk about fornication.
I mean, this has been my life for years.
We have much shorter lives. We have to make preparations for it. It's called legacy, Simon.
Are you a human or are you all like were bunnies?
I'd love to get my legacy over.
So, anyways, if you want to actually try Plan B, we do need to get in the castle first.
Well, shite, that doesn't actually solve anything. We already needed to get to the castle.
My point.
Okay, well, we could try. I am a river warden, and we are official undead hunters. We could try.
You keep saying that, yes.
I have paperwork that says it, so I mean, it's pretty official. And we're unofficial brothers of the cloak. Oh, he's gone. Well,
Yeah, he left.
perhaps we could get an audience, and perhaps we could bump it up a little bit earlier. Is there anything that wizards can do? Can you make a special wizard audience? Could you? I don't actually know what you do.
No, that's not how magic works. That's not how it works at all.
Yeah,
no,
but you can't say like, I'm a wizard. I need a special audience more important than the normal non-wizards.
If I was a grand wizard, then maybe, but
But you're just an okay wizard.
He's not that grand.
I've just graduated from apprentice.
Right. Shite wizard. Got it.
New. Anyways, neither here nor there. We need to get in, and I can use magic to get in, but
But there's a necromancer inside there, and
I can probably get me
magic?
in, but I would have trouble getting the rest of you in with magic. Maybe once I'm in, I could provide a more mundane way
listen,
to help you.
I don't want to be the eternal pessimist here, but if rumor has it, there's a necromancer inside that castle, and I don't. Contrary to what I've been telling everybody, I was just a fisherman, but 4 days ago.
I was there.
I know, which means I'm shit at everything, and he was an apprentice builder, which means he's shit at everything except for apparently hitting a zombie in the head with a piece of wood, and I've only seen you fail at magical things. So we're actually going to go inside of the Lord Mayor's temple, or house, castle, whatever, and fight an actual necromancer who's literally raised an army of the undead.
I don't think it's an army.
You have never seen me fail at casting any spell.
Except for when you stole that sword and you made a big loud noise about it.
In the back.
That was the sneaking that failed. The spell worked perfectly. He did fail.
That's right. He did pass out.
You cut your hand.
But
I'm actually screaming.
either way, there's an entire town of undead outside. I think that counts as an army, Gengulf. There's at least 30 or 40 people out there.
Okay, so
I'm not a general, but 30 or 40 is like a slightly unruly mob. It's not
Either
really an
way,
army.
he summoned an unruly mob of undead. What can you do?
Yeah.
Undead hooligans.
Yeah. Either way, what are you going to do against
It's
an
like
unruly...
a really bad bar fight.
But they're undead, and they keep coming back.
Yes, they're shuffling slowly towards us.
Right. And you can't just ply them with more alcohol. So, what are we... That's my question. We can get inside, probably. We'd be able to bullshit our way through everything else. But what are we going to do when the necromancer says, I'm a necromancer, and zaps us with whatever wizard powers he has?
So, that's why we need to catch him off guard. If we,
That's your plan, is hoodwink the undead, master?
yes, he's very much alive, and he bleeds just like you do.
So you're saying, sneak up and just conk him on the head and drag him out?
Yes.
Stab him. Shank him when he's not looking. Fuck it.
And no one thinks this is a bad idea.
I think this is a terrible fucking
Okay,
idea.
great, as long as I'm not the only one who thinks this
But
is a bad
to be honest, our other idea was get me inside so I could sleep with the wife so she could get me inside.
Fair enough.
Which isn't a better plan, to be honest, Anders.
That's not a better plan. You're right.
It's probably a worse plan, actually.
It really is, if I have to say so. Now that I hear it back to myself, it's not.
Sometimes you just have to say these things out loud, and you suddenly realise that
once
we
you
have
said
no
it,
fucking clue what we're doing. To be honest,
once you said it back to me, it was really. It was a terrible plan. I don't know what happened.
I may have said it in a bit of a dismissive manner, which wouldn't have helped, but
if it helps, I can make myself look like
I'm
anyone.
so glad to be back.
I'm sorry, did you say you could make yourself look like an animal?
No, like anyone.
Can you make yourself look like the Lord Master or the Lord Mayor?
Yes, I could.
Can you pretend to be dead?
I mean, anyone can pretend to be dead.
Can you do a spell that makes it seem like you're dead?
Well, when I cast, I'll use layman's terms, a doppelganger spell. I can take the form of, another, humanoid, out of character. I don't know if undead count as humanoids.
They're undead, but it depends. You could look like a. Let me check for a doppelganger. You said.
Yeah, page 253.
Thank you. Doppelganger, likeness with whom you are familiar. Your appearance will automatically fool anyone without the second sense. Okay, if you are familiar with someone that you saw dead, yes, I would allow you to look like that dead person.
I've seen a few zombies.
You wouldn't be familiar with the zombies, but you are familiar with at least 4 different bodies that you've spent, a long time around and inspecting and looting, and running checks. So, yeah, either the barrister, the judge, the white wizard, or the priestess. You could easily look like them.
Out of character, Simon, the white mage was the last to die before the priestess, right?
Yeah.
And this murder spree has been kept very hush-hush?
Yes.
Okay. That's it.
Yeah, the guard, the town guard even told you, Commander Schultz, that, where is my D100? God damn it. Anyway, he told you that, they didn't have any idea who did it and wanted to keep quiet because of the undead crisis around town. If news that a serial killer was on the loose in Uberstrike, that would not help at all.
What if Gail, you were saying you could turn into anything? What about
anyone I'm familiar with?
Sorry, anyone. What about the wizard? The guard said that he was kept out of it. Like, no one knew that he's dead, and I think that would shake things up if you show up as the white wizard who's supposed to be dead to the house of the necromancer and say, "Hey, hello."
The white mage's body housed a spell that would have resurrected him within it. I imagine a non-zero amount of people in the castle would be aware.
Right, that's what I'm saying. But if you show up as a living person to the castle, someone's going to be suspicious of you and maybe let you in.
That's fair.
So, I have a couple of suggestions that might help.
Do any of them involve Plan B?
No, not really. Then I can't see a way to execute Plan B.
Perfect. Let's hear them.
Okay, so first one. Turn into the necromancer and pretend to be dead. We take you to the mages, tell them that you're the necromancer. Then when they say, "Good job, well done, here's money," we run away. First plan.
Oh, that's a good plan.
Thank you.
Terrible plan.
I like that one the most so far of all of them.
Second plan. Is there anyone else who's going to be murdered? We could hide out there and then jump out on the necromancer when he turns up to murder them.
We don't know.
Right. Okay. Third plan. We could just leave. just saying.
And then we have 2 angry wizards after us that are
Yes, but
incredibly
there'll be
powerful.
angry wizards here with the whole load of undead and angry
Well,
mob.
one of them is follows the lore of the heavens. In other words, he can see us. You can run, but you can't hide, sort of situation.
Right.
I'm still.
Can he get us if we're away from here, though?
They would
And
be able
more
to find us
importantly, does he know who me and Anders are? Because if he just knows who you are, we're fine.
Remember how I said that we were tasked?
Yes, I'm still a little foggy on that idea.
I'm not going to lie. I listen to like 40% of what you say, as a rule.
I'm not surprised.
Do you also remember why you came to Ubersreich?
We came to Ubersreich to bring the priestess here.
That was one of the reasons. Bringing the priestess was just gravy on top of what you needed to do.
Well, I thought that wasn't the priestess going to come here to talk to somebody on behalf of Sledlong and the shitty laws.
Yep. You were to accompany her to talk to the Lord, not just escort her, but also to, air your grievances about the taxes and everything. Right. If you go back to Sledlong empty-handed, well, I mean, might as well flee Sledlong as well.
The time was chat anyway.
I mean, you can leave. Like, you can go anywhere.
Don't make that
I
face,
heard
Simon.
Nolan's nice this kind of time of year.
I mean, as long as you stay within Reikland, just because the maps and everything else isn't made for the rest, I can veer the game in any direction. Now, can you live with the fact that you have probably the murder of a lot of people on your conscience because of your inaction?
Yes.
Are you talking about Anders
Have
and
you met
Gaggle?
Anders?
Because I feel like they can.
Have you met Anders?
Would Anders be okay knowing that the priestess of Shalia?
She's so pretty, though. Maybe not. She was so pretty. Thanks, Gandalf. There's other temples of Shalia around somewhere, I'm sure. He can get more ribbons.
She wasn't even married.
She was married to her goddess.
That's not the same
God
thing.
Damn it. Do we know if so we were supposed to bring the priestess. She was going to her temple. Do we know if she set up an appointment or a meeting or that other word I can't think of right now?
An audience. You'd have to ask.
Okay. Oh, so we don't know that. That was my question.
But the thing is so anything that any audience, and I mean at worst the innkeeper's wife can tell you, but you don't need to enter the castle to demand an audience. You can go to there's another building outside the castle walls. It's unadorned. Doesn't look like it looks like it's a house more than anything. But there's a scribe that lives there, and he also handles the daily routine of the Lord Mayor and blah blah blah. He might be able to tell you if you want to take an appointment, that would be through him. Mind you,
I could go
you
and
stocked
request.
out the place. So, yep.
If we don't have any better plans, I could go and request an audience and see if we can get something.
I actually have an idea about that.
Okay.
What if we go see the scribe and we ask him to that's even a better idea. Okay, Gale,
I'm excited.
Sorry, I had a plan within a plan, and then there were 2 plans, and it became one, like a song, like country music song. Gale, what if you be a terrible stealth person again? You move very quietly, and Gangrel and I, we talk to the scribe. We say, "Hey, scribe, we want to set up an appointment," and then you either knock him over the head or don't. But you look inside the book, and you see who has an appointment, and then we find out that person, and then we meet that person and say, "Hey, hello," and then you look into their face, and you become that person, and then we just sneak in for an audience.
I have a simpler suggestion.
Shit. All right,
Okay.
let's hear it.
Well, we have a disguise, a servant's uniform, and I've been watching this castle for days. I'm familiar with the servants that have gone in and out.
Uh-huh.
I can disguise myself as one of them while they're out, slip in, and look exactly like someone who belongs there.
And what about us?
Well,
Then
we'd be outside doing nothing.
I find a way to sneak you in later.
This is like the perfect plan for us to not be in danger.
Shut up.
Okay. It's a great plan. I love it.
Perfect. We'll wait outside for you. We'll hide
Yes.
a distance away.
We'll hide in the pub.
Shut up.
I need you. I need y'all
You're terrible at
close.
this.
I need both of you close by. If I'm going to do this, I need both of you close by.
Okay.
You know that if he dies, when this happens, I don't think we're on the hook for any wizards anymore.
What does that mean?
If I die, I'm going to haunt you.
My God, he can hear really well those ears, can't he?
It's terrifying. Those giant elf ears.
They're handy sometimes.
I didn't want to be racist, but I just thought they were bigger for show and not for actual auditory purposes. All right, so plan
C. D.
No, D. Plan D.
No, D's a different plan.
Is it a different plan?
I have plan D as well.
God damn it.
So while all of this is happening, what you need to know is if we're in a movie, the camera is set that you see the group talking around the table, and you see the window like that gives to the outside of the inn on the streets of Uberstrike. And as you're talking and everything, you just see in the background like a throng of zombies throwing themselves at peasants and just ripping people apart as this planning takes way too long. But I love it. I love all of it.
Wait.
There are no
horn got blown?
The
There are
horn
no
blow.
Oh, you're screwed.
It's just
Okay.
you're just going on and on and on about all the different plans, and at some point it's just going to be too late. But
Incidentally, plan B is also called the horn blow. Just so you know.
You know?
Yeah.
That would be a hysterical movie scene where like you just have like the Shaun of the Dead where they're in the Winchester just talking about the plan to survive, and all of a sudden just the horn blows and just a massive zombie like shite. I guess we're staying inside the pub.
You have the costume, which is a woman's maid outfit.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure I've seen a number of women servants in.
You can use your doppelganger to look like, but the thing is you're going to need to cast a spell, is what I meant.
Yes, I'm currently in the process of setting those up because
No worries.
last minute prep and all that jazz.
It's okay.
So
yep.
Well, I was just gonna ask Anders, what do we do?
Remain close to the castle. I will find a way to get you in, and I'll be able to send you a message magically.
Okay. Who's in charge of making sure Anders doesn't do something stupid?
That should be you.
Yeah, you.
Bugger. Okay.
Good luck. I've never had good luck with it.
Okay. Ground rules.
Yes.
No talking to people.
Just anyone. Just any person at all.
Well, you can talk to me.
Just you.
As long as you don't talk loudly.
But
Remember what happened when you talked about breaking in and there was the lovely landlady standing right next to us?
But I talk to you all the time. Why would I want to? But there's so
quite
many other
quiet,
interesting people out there that I'd like to talk to.
Well, just don't shout our plans.
Right.
Quite like I'm doing now.
Exactly. See?
Yeah.
You're no better at this than I am.
Well, I'm better. A little bit.
All right.
Just, I don't throw money at poor people and say there's plenty more where that came from.
There was plenty more where that came. I wasn't lying to
Yeah,
them.
well, you should tell people that.
But
Not
I
when
found.
they're poor.
But
when
I
there's a
found
shit
the. Did I find the man or did you find the man?
He found you.
Perfect.
Because
See?
you were being stupid.
Thank you.
No, that's not the same.
Job done. Is that what I'm saying?
No, I will not let this stand. That was a terrible plan. That was the worst plan in the history of plans. That was almost as bad as trying to get me into a castle by getting me into a castle.
Well, if it was almost as bad, then it wasn't the worst plan in the world.
No, we had that a minute ago. And it was rejected, as that one should have been.
But
If you'd have told me it, if you'd
wasn't.
have told me it, I would have said no.
And the plan worked.
I'm trying not to laugh.
Be right back.
So, ground rules. Don't.
And now you scared off the wizard.
Well, I think pretty much anything scares him off these days. So don't talk to anyone except for you.
Yes.
And talk to you quietly.
Okay, yes.
What else are your ground rules?
No throwing money around. That's a good one.
Well, I don't usually do that as well.
No suggesting I sleep with everyone's wives.
But you're already doing it.
I think you know what, that covers a lot of it. To be honest,
All right. I think
generally, the point where you're standing there looking vaguely impressive, that's good. That's fine. The second you start talking to people is when everything goes to shit.
What is going to shit so far?
Weren't you carrying a body back through the streets telling everyone you were a zombie hunter or something?
Yes, and now I am.
I'm not sure that's how that works, to be honest.
Well, now everyone's on the lookout for zombies inside the town, and they're being very much more cautious. Which is what they should be, because there's fucking zombies inside the town. I don't know if you know that, but they're in here.
No, yeah?
But now everyone's going to be very afraid that there might be zombies inside the town, and they're going to keep an eye out. And if they see them, they're going to shout zombies, and then we'll know because we're zombie hunters and we'll come find it and kill them.
So you think in the midst of a crisis in a town, the best idea is to scare the entire populace of that town?
It seems to have worked. No one's died in the last day.
Really? Are you sure of that? Because I feel like that's a lie.
You know what? I haven't done the proper amount of research.
Have you checked?
But I feel like in my bones.
You said that with a lot of confidence for someone who hasn't checked the current living status of people in town.
In my bones, I feel like no one's been killed by a zombie.
Right. Maybe skeletons or something else instead.
Listen, I think it's all in one category. I don't know how it
Really?
works.
I thought you were the zombie hunter. Maybe that's just zombies. You don't know how
But
to
so are you. So I don't know how all the
When did
undead.
I become a zombie hunter? I don't remember this at
Remember,
all.
I told you that we signed an agreement that we were zombie hunters, and then
I didn't sign anything. I wasn't there.
There's paperwork done. It was all drawn up by Captain Schultz. Your name's on it, I think. I signed it for you.
Oh, good.
Galarian has disappeared.
We know.
In his place stands a woman
Ooh.
dressed in an elven robe.
See, and I told you Plan B would work.
No. I mean, you know, look, it's...
No? You think we could pull off Plan B with Gale? Where did he go?
I'm right here.
Gross.
You look like you just spelled fish pants ale.
No, that would be a much better improvement to what I just happened inside.
And suddenly Anders and Gangolf started questioning themselves.
Well, I'll have you know that the spell worked. That's
Yeah.
for sure. So
You got great tits.
you just went and said it. You said it right out there. Oh, right. So about Plan B for Gale. You think you can sleep with the Lord Mayor?
I'm pretty sure that's at least plan double C, but alright.
I'm going to be busy trying to get you in the castle. I don't have time to pull a Gandalf.
Well, someone does.
Please don't pull a Gangolf.
Someone
Gangolf
has-
won't like it.
Someone has time to pull a Gandalf.
Yeah, and it's not Gangolf because normally Gangolf pulls out.
You don't know
Okay,
that.
sorry about that.
You don't know that. You don't know my habits.
We're not getting into it anyway.
I mean, we know your habits involve 2 nails, right?
Yep, he can only do 2 nails.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Wait, is Gangolf an adult?
No, he's like 16.
Yeah, let's not talk about that then. Let's not. Yeah.
We're all
He's a
children. I think Clementia's the oldest one of all of us, and she's only
Well,
19.
The elf is pretty much older than all
Well,
of you.
yeah.
I mean, I'm technically older.
Yeah, but
Technically.
mentally, yeah. You have the same maturity as a
This is my favorite.
1920.
All right, so we're gonna go to the castle. We're gonna lay low.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring a snack. We're gonna have Tits McGee go inside, and then you're gonna get us inside the castle.
Yes.
We should have a panic word.
I have several panic words. Help! Oh no! Zombie! Shite!
Like a code for if everything goes. I can't think of another word, so tits up.
Oh my goodness. This is gonna be a day, Gail. I hope you know that. When you said
Yeah.
I'm gonna transform into someone else, I did not expect it.
A milkmaid.
I didn't expect a priestess of Shalia. Oh, well, alright. So I think we should probably get this going before the whole town hits on Gale. Because I don't
Sure.
think it's going to be fun for him, but it might be fun for us to watch.
I would enjoy it, to be honest, at this point.
You know, weren't you earlier?
Wasn't I what? I don't even know what you're talking about.
Oh, of course.
There was something in my eye, and I didn't even see you there at all. I thought you were something else entirely.
Oh, of course.
Ugh.
And I give just a little wink. Mhm.
About that to go. I have to go.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Miss, I didn't see you come in.
Oh, shit.
Is there anything that you would like?
Just make sure these two gentlemen are taken care of. I actually need to get going.
Oh. Are you Gangolf's mother?
Yes.
Yes, I am.
Your son is a very fine, upstanding gentleman.
Oh, he is just a boy, as many people like to remind him.
Is he married?
I
I know of
No.
someone, my neighbor.
He's married. He's married to his blanket.
I see. Well,
Yes.
you have a good day then.
You too.
You dick.
Revenge.
Gandalf, would you like your teddy bear? Mummy's got to go to work.
Weeks of planning for that.
I've been waiting.
7 weeks to drag Gandalf. So yeah, I guess I would say we wait a period of time. Like we know where he's going, right? We wait a non-awkward amount of time to leave together after Lady Gale leaves and head towards the mayor's manse.
Mm-hmm. So,
Where do we go? Like, I mean, it's got if we just stand there staring at it, then like the gate.
I
or
don't
whatever the
actually
hell
know.
it is.
I was really hoping that Gale would tell us where to go because he's been scoping the place out, but
Right.
he didn't.
Well,
he just said,
kind
"I
of
have to go."
disappeared again.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Oh, you just...
Oh,
I did tell you stay by the castle, out of character.
No, we know that, but I assume it's
Okay.
like a fucking giant walled-in castle, right? So if you're just standing there like two hobos, it's going to be pretty noticeable.
it's not walled in. It's we call it a castle, but it's like a fortified mansion, if you will.
Okay.
So think of a mansion with like, I don't know, like a pair of turrets and arrow slits,
Okay.
but there's no outer wall to it.
Still, if we're just hovering around this castle, it would.
Oh, it looks weird.
Yeah.
It's like hovering around a bank.
Do we know
Where
what's
it-
around there? Like we know there's like a little hut that you could get, like do audience stuff from.
Yeah, a small cottage.
Yeah. Is there anything else around the castle?
Right next to it, there's a stable. And next to the stable, so you'd be like two buildings over, there's a what appears to be some sort of two-story sort of inn for ambassadors and other diplomats that come from far away. The type of place that is so expensive that you normally don't, if you stay there is because you're not the one paying for the room.
is the river near?
And then 2 streets.
Is the river anywhere now?
Oh, yes.
Oh, good.
As in, the river goes for a while and then it goes under in the sewers, and then it comes up at some point elsewhere.
I mean, technically, it would still be. I'm just trying to, like, yeah, you know, we could be like, River Warden, because he keeps saying he's a River Warden. No one knows what the hell it means.
Of course, I am a river warden. I have the uniform.
Maybe you could guard that puddle.
I could guard the puddle, yeah.
I'm just trying to, you know, we need a reason to be here is kind of what I'm thinking.
Yes. What about if the river let's just go with that. We'll go to the river. And
regarding the river.
Regarding the river, and you're like a trainee or something.
Marine zombies.
In case of yes, yep. In case of blue zombies.
An underwater assault by the zombie hordes.
Aquamarine zombies, yeah, indeed. I like it.
All right. I'll go to Galarian, but I would like Gangolf and Anders, when you reach the river, to make me an awareness check. Perception.
Oh God, there actually are zombie marines.
God damn it, sheep.
That's what y'all get.
Make you
It's
what
perception.
Perception check?
Perception check. So, Galarian, while this is happening, and I'll let you guys, if you want to use your fortunes, if you want to do anything, go right ahead. But Galarian, you approach the gate of the men's, and you have these two guards standing still, halberds at the ready. And with your elven eyes, you can even see now, especially since I think the brother of the cloak mentioned it to you. Yeah, they look like they're terrified.
And these are in front of the servants' entrance, you're saying?
In front of the castle in general, the mentioned, there's the servants' entrance would be elsewhere, but just as you approach, you see them standing there. If you're dressed up as a servant, they'll just nod. But they don't do anything if you like round the corner and approach the servant.
Yeah, I just kind of acknowledge them in a kind of like, I kind of express that same fear that they're expressing. You know, I just essentially channel my inner Galarian and you know, just look a little scared, a little meek as I approach.
All right. One of them says, "Good day, good day."
Yeah, yes, yes, and I just keep walking.
You take a few steps, and then you hear, "Excuse me." It's one of the guards.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know if we'll be relieved soon? I'd really like to be able to leave.
I don't know. I just do what I'm told, and I try and avoid their ire.
Between you and me, Sigmar willing, this farce will end soon.
What do you hope happens?
And he looks around nervously, even at the other guard, who after a few moments gives him an approving nod. And the first guard says, I heard that there are undead hunters in the city.
Oh, there are?
I just hope they can, I hope they can get into ours quarters and finish him off.
That would be wonderful. It's a shame they don't have allies in the castle.
If we could, we'd help, but you know, just like what happens to those who betray our honorable guests? And as he says that, you feel the dread in his voice, and the camera's just going to quickly switch to Gangolf, who failed. Everyone failed. They're around the river, and it smells horrible. They don't see it, but the camera pans over the river that's just going below the castle. And along the riverbed, bodies of servants, of guards, lining up the bottom of the canal.
Are you hungry?
It kind of smells like shit around here.
That doesn't even vaguely answer the question I just asked you, Anders.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was distracted by the shit smell. Yeah, I'm a little
Right.
hungry. Did you pack a
Wait,
lunch?
you said you were going to bring something.
I did say I was going to bring something, but then I...
Yeah, did you actually bring something, or was that just all lies?
No, I was going to, and then I forgot about it. I was going to ask...
Right.
Did you ask your new lady friend if she could pack us lunch? Or your mum?
Well, neither of them are my mum, Anders.
I mean...
Oh, yeah, where are we going with this? Okay.
So,
I
going
think we
back
just
to Galeri.
Don't cut
one of
yourself out.
Gandalf's issues is he wants his mom.
Yeah, let's all psycho and analyze Gandalf. But going back to Galarian, while those two are pantering next to a mound of dead bodies that they've somehow not seen.
But to be honest, would you expect us to see them?
It
Yeah.
makes it all the more fantastic. The guard says, if we could stop that foul magic.
Mm.
Look, just go in. Go. We've already held you up for too long.
Okay, yeah, I wouldn't want to get in trouble.
I apologize. I apologize. Just
Have a good day. I hope someone relieves you. And I just kind of scurry in.
all right. So you turn around by the servants' entrance, and you open the door. And it's not locked.
I walk in.
You're in the kitchen.
I start looking around.
Mhm.
And I'm just obviously I know the guy's probably not going to be in the kitchen, so I'm not really examining the kitchen. I'm looking to one, get further into the castle, two, see if there's I'm looking for openings to get these two in.
Yep. Let me. I'll put up a map on Roll20 of the castle
Mm-hmm.
so you can see. Do not pay attention to the title of the image. The image is called the Vampire Lord's Castle, but that has no bearing whatsoever on
No one believes you when you say things like that, Simon.
on what this is. No, it's the map I found of like an estate that was roughly the size of what I needed.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
There's a vampire here.
Yeah, let me just mark something on the map. This is the ground floor of the estate. It's got
This is Strahd's castle, isn't it? We're actually in
Not at all.
Ravenloft. We've been bamboozled.
There are no crypts in here, and there is only you can skip the third floor.
No third floor.
No, what would be the fourth floor is the third floor, like the main turret above the entrance.
Okay.
So when you came in, Galarian, the entrance to the side entrance leads to room number 5, which in this instance would be the kitchen.
Mm-hmm. Actually, in the kitchen, I'm going to. Or what time is it right now?
You talked for a while at the inn. I'll say it's around sundown. Because you found
dinner time.
Yeah,
More.
dinner time. Yeah, the servants are busying themselves.
I'm going to. Is there any dinner already prepared?
They're busying themselves as you look at it, busying themselves to look busy. No one's preparing any food for real. They're just going through the motions of preparing like a feast, but there's one plate with food in it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a turkey leg with baked potato and like roasted tomatoes.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only prepared meal, and yet there are 8 people pretending to busy themselves.
Excuse me. I was instructed that I was to deliver the meal.
They turn to you and they say, "Where have you been?"
I was held up.
Well, go before he shows up. And then just as they say that, you hear a on the door, and the door pushes open. And this gentleman, probably in his late 40s, long salt and pepper hair, but he's missing, well, kind of like me, like he's missing a lot of hair in the front. A crooked beak-like nose, clean shaven, though he has a scar running under his eye that goes all the way down his neck next to his throat. He's dressed in the same attire that a courtier would wear.
I immediately slip into the second sight.
He's covered in black wind. It's like disgustingly black.
Suspicions confirmed.
He's just a ball of black wind. And when he farts, he raises undead.
Oh my.
But yeah, and he has a cane, a very ornate cane that he walks with, but he doesn't seem to need it. He looks haughty and impatient. He says, "Now, where is my dinner?"
Oh, it's right there. They're putting we're putting the final touches on the meal, and I can take it right to your room.
Shut up!
I'm sorry.
You were to bring it to me a half hour ago. And he knocks on the ground with his cane. Everyone jolts. He says, "Ho, you," and he points to you, Galarian. "Your life ends here, servant. Bring me my food to the mess hall."
Yes, sir.
And when you, what do you do actually?
I immediately grab the meal. And I'm keeping as best I can an eye on him, seeing if he's going to do something, cast a spell or something while I scramble to get his food to the mess hall, because he just told me that my life is over.
Yeah. Your life is over, but the last thing you're going to do in life is to bring the food over to the mess hall.
Yes.
The main hall, I should say.
So I'm going to I'm assuming he is in between me and the mess hall, correct?
Yeah. The hall would be room number 3 in this instance.
Okay.
So it's just one door away. Oh, and by the way, when he says that, he's going to turn around and leave.
Okay, he's turning around and leaving?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to... trying to think of the best way to do this so that I don't die. What exactly does the stunned condition do?
That is an excellent question. Give me 2 seconds and I'll let you know. Stun.
I just picture like there's a cutaway scene of Gale who is in clear immediate danger and he's gonna die. And there's a cutaway scene and it's like that scene from Lord of the Rings when Aragorn kicks the fire out and they're like, "What about second breakfast or Levensies?" And they're going on about the food, nice crispy bacon, and that's just Gandalf and Anders down by a pit of just corpses that we haven't noticed.
I could really go with baked potato.
I could go for a nice crispy rasher of
Butter
bacon.
like butter. Well, we can put the bacon on the potato.
Crumble them up and make up a new dish. Put them on top of the potato. Oh,
And then butter and then bacon.
bacon, and then just a layer of them, like a bacon and potato casserole.
Like a 7-layer baked potato.
Okay, shepherd's pie. I would.
So shepherd's pie has nothing to do with baked potato, Anders.
There's potatoes in a shepherd's
Completely
pie.
different things.
There's lamb, there's potato, there's corn.
No, there's not. There's beef. in a shepherd's pie.
What shepherds do you know have cows? They have sheep.
Cottage pie is sheep, and
What?
shepherd's pie is
Have you ever heard of a cow shepherd? You've heard of a sheep shepherd. Shepherds don't keep cows.
Well, look, I'm not saying it makes sense. I'm just saying that's what they
It's
are.
ridiculous. It's not even, it can't even be real.
It is.
Anyway,
Why
we'll
is
make a
it
new
that
one.
Anders? Sorry, why is it that Anders? You sound more and more Irish when you talk about potato.
That's racist, Simon.
Potato.
I'm just saying the Irish accent came out a whole lot thicker when you mentioned the potato.
Potato's a good trigger word for an accent.
I do love some taters.
I do love a tater or two.
Taters.
What's taters, eh?
Just do the Sam, like explaining potatoes to Golem.
Boil them, mash them,
Yeah.
stick them in a stew?
I know, I feel like we're missing something, Anders.
So stunned would prevent him from casting spells and would give you advantages to punch him in the face later.
Okay, so he can't cast spells, and I would get advantages on him.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
basically disorienting. Same thing as a blow to the head.
All right, and how long? I need to see how long this lasts. Probably like one round. One stunned condition. Okay, it doesn't actually say.
You're gonna use that choking spell?
No.
Okay.
That one would probably take too many rounds to cast before. I'm probably dead by the time I get that off.
So which one are you trying to do?
So I'm looking at shock, and the duration is instant. It's an instantaneous effect. It just says they gain one
Stun condition. Yeah.
Doesn't explain how long they have the stun.
At the end of each round, stun is basically a condition that you get, and then it goes away if you succeed. It doesn't have a set duration. It can last indefinitely until you succeed.
Oh,
with
and
your check.
succeeded
At
what?
the end of every turn, he has an endurance check.
Endurance check. Okay.
And basically, the more, let's say you accrued 3 stun conditions, then you need to succeed 3 checks. Each one would lower the penalties of stun. Once the stun reaches 0, then you become fatigued, but you're tired, but you can do anything you want.
I see. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the meal to him, and as I'm putting the meal in front of him, I'm going to cast shock and stun him and just fucking run.
But before, when you reach the main hall, I'm going to ask you to make a cool check. And here's the reason why. Sitting around the tables where guards, not servants, but guests would sit, is a dead Lord Mayor, his dead wife, and their dead 4 children,
There goes plan B.
shackled to their chairs. Mind you, the shackles have now been removed. Seems like you see the shackles. I'm sorry. You see the shackles. They've been removed, but it looks like they've been shackled for a while. And they turn to look at you slowly.
Oh, there's zombies.
Drool coming out of their mouths.
Okay.
And ours sits at the end of the table. You bring him the food.
Fuck.
And as you put the plate down.
I mean, honestly, if I'm rolling this cool as I see these, if I'm losing my cool, I imagine I'm just dropping this food and running as soon as I see that.
It would be actually just gaining corruption.
Oh, okay.
Which means that you could decide to flee. That is an entirely normal response. It's just the sight of it might affect you. It might traumatize you more than you think. Do you want to? Oh no, you can't re-roll the.
I have resilience and resolve. I honestly don't know.
That's for cool. Yep, that is for cool. You can use resilience to re-roll or burn resolve to succeed automatically.
Wait, I thought resolve is the temporary one. Resilience is the.
Oh yeah, sorry.
So burn resolve to reroll.
Yep, I mixed them up.
Gotcha. All right. Let's do this again and roll 2 successes.
So good. You on a success 2+, you gain no corruption points.
Yay.
So you saw that.
Okay.
You
So
probably had to steal yourself, but you can keep going.
yeah, so I shakily approach, and as I'm approaching, I'm preparing to slap him with shock and then in bolt.
All right. This is a surprised action, so you can make your attack roll with a +40.
+40?
Yeah.
Okay, and that's going to be melee brawling, correct?
Melee brawl, yeah. Because
Alright.
melee slap doesn't exist.
I just want to let chat know that at the start of the episode, Simon said, we're over halfway through, so a character could die today.
That is a critical success.
As Gale is all alone facing down a fucking necromancer.
Success 8+. All right, let me just get that page again. What was the page for the spell? Sorry, 230. That's okay. I think I got it.
It's a petty spell.
Yeah. So this is your attack, but you would still need to roll for the.
No, it's 0 is the.
Oh,
cast.
I know, but if you roll high enough, you can actually overcast it and extend the duration or something else.
Oh, I can?
Yep. That's why even if it's 0, you can't necessarily fail it, but just roll in case you quote unquote crit on it.
Gotcha. All right. Do I also roll this as a surprise super awesome thing or no?
No. You just roll a language magic check.
Okay. +4?
Jesus. When you roll 4 success levels or above, your casting number on a spell with a target of 1, you may now target 3 individuals instead. And you may change the range. You cannot change the range of touch, but I would let you, as you run away, tag 2 other zombies. Make sure basically that the 2 closest zombies to you would not be able to catch up with you because they'd be stunned. They are going to get up and start shuffling after you. But since they're stunned, they don't have their actions, so they cannot try to grab you as you run away. And you run through the servants' room, the kitchen. Everyone's looking at you, panicking. Where? What? What is this? What's happening?
Yeah, I just keep running.
Outside near the river.
So no, then if it's not a shepherd's pie or a cottage pie, what would you call it? Potatoes, bacon, I'd say like some kind of cheese. Potatoes, bacon, cheese. You can't give it a 7-layer dip. It's not a dip. You're not dipping anything in it. You're just having it like it's like a casserole, I guess.
Wait, Anders.
Yes.
We're being so stupid.
What about it?
Carrots and peas. You gotta have us on the side of the potato. You gotta have something with it.
But you can't have it in it. You couldn't do carrots and peas and potatoes and bacon.
No, we have it on the side.
On the side, yeah.
Galarian appears.
No, I'm messaging. I'm casting Murmured Whisper as I'm running through the halls, which casts my voice up to 50 yards away. I'm assuming
They're 50. Yeah, they're within 50 yards.
What about candied carrots? A little sugar on there.
Castle now. Get to the castle now.
All right, well, we did that. We're already at the castle.
Yeah,
Front
we're
door.
out here.
Just bum rush it.
Is he trying to... I don't speak wizard. Is he trying to tell us to break in the front door of the mayor's castle?
I'm now sending, like, that's all I do, and I say, and I'm whispering to the guards. Let the undead hunters in, and they'll deal with your problem.
Okay.
You
guess
next to the
try
river, you see.
awful.
Yeah, well, you see two guards out of the corner of your eye start looking around left and right, leaving their posts for, I don't know, they seem to be looking for something or someone.
Should we go?
I guess so. Okay, we'll talk about the pie later. We'll go. And then we'll figure out the candied or not candied.
I draw my gun.
He starts to run. Oh, I forgot you even had that. Andrews draws his sword.
All right.
I forgot you even had that. Oh God, we're so unprepared for this. Ah!
Shite.
Shit.
You enter. I think, no, you know what? Let's take the break there as you enter the castle. Because we might be getting into a combat.
Sure.
So, if you don't mind, we'll take it right here. Be back in, 7 minutes?
Sure. Yeah, we can take a break. I don't have a break screen, but...
Oh, I just need to go to
you go right ahead. Yeah, we can discuss about carrots and whether they're candied or not.
Carrots and peas.
Yeah.
That's like rhubarb, and the stage whisper when you're supposed to be talking about something on stage.
No, I have no idea what you're saying.
When you're supposed to be having conversation on stage, in acting.
Mm-hmm.
People used to go rhubarb as undercurrent or whispers instead of actually having a conversation, and they changed it to carrots and peas. So it's carrots and peas.
That's I've learned a new thing today. I've learned a new thing today about carrots and peas.
My uncle was an actor. He did stage work.
But I think we do a layer dip, well not a dip, but like a casserole is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Potatoes, cheese, bacon, potatoes, cheese, bacon, or potatoes, bacon, cheese. What have you missed?
Isn't that just like a lasagna except for on a potato?
No, it's not lasagna.
No,
it's completely
sounds like a lasagna on a potato.
What if we instead of doing a layer dip or a layer casserole, we just take the cheese and the bacon and we just mix it in the taters the entire time, and just
like in some kind of unfoul alchemy?
Like inside and then you have that on the side, and then you have some kind of meat.
I'm sorry.
Right?
And then you have a candied, because you need a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of candied carrots.
Right.
And then
You come into the castle. Sorry.
Shit! We gotta jump back into that.
Shit! Out of the way! Licensed undead hunters! Unlicensed dead hunters!
You open the main doors and reach what would be the audience hall. And I'll say for the sake of this, Galarian...
I'm trying to lead whoever's chasing me on just a wild goose chase around the castle. Think of one of the scenes where
Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, Scooby-Doo.
So we'll say that the moment that they enter, you run through room number 3 into room number 2, through the door, and as you turn around, Anders and Gangolf are there, weapon at the ready, and you hear the shuffling behind you. Actually, the two of you can hear it, and you can even hear the shrill voice of a Bernard Hour scream. I will get you! Get back here, mortal!
What is even happening right now? I saw someone it shouted in my head, and now we're here. We were talking about pies, and now what's happening?
Kill him!
Kill whom? Do we see?
I'm pointing at the
Hour?
necromancer.
We see him.
He's still in another room. He didn't really... You're a servant. He doesn't really care about getting up and trying to attack you.
Oh.
He just wants you to die. So he's still sitting at his table, and the 4 zombies are running after you. Well, 6 now.
Mean, if I'm in room 2, that's the one with the big table, right?
There wouldn't be a big table in this case.
Okay, so which one's the mess hall?
The mess hall would be room number 3.
Ah, okay, got it. Okay, I was confused.
It's okay, sorry. I didn't have time to, Photoshop it.
No worries. I mean, how dare you? That's what I meant to say. So as I'm assuming the zombies chasing me, and I'm gonna just, as they bust in,
Zombies would be the 6 dots, let's say.
Lovely. He's in the mess hall.
There's an entire army of zombies right there.
He killed the damn family, and I'm just just I'm running. I'm trying to put things between me and them.
All right. You can run behind the dais, like on the other side of what would be the quote-unquote throne that Lord Mayor would sit on. So let's go into combat, friends.
Quick question.
Yes.
Am I allowed to move while I channel spells? It
Yep.
doesn't say I can't. Okay, so...
Yeah. It's we're not in very old Warhammer where you weren't allowed to move at all when you casted a spell.
All right, cool.
That was just...
That would have sucked.
Yeah. So the zombies are super slow. They're going to play last. That's for sure. But as soon as you see them, I'll ask, and we'll do that right away so we get that out of the way. If Anders and Gangolf can roll a cool check for me, please.
Aye, sir.
Do we have any bonuses because we've fought zombies before?
Unfortunately, the human brain is never accustomed to this.
Perfect.
Don't need it, bitch.
I'm not ready! I'm not ready for this at all! I said I was a zombie hunter, and I'm not
God,
a
it's
zombie
like
hunter!
the first time as well. He's gonna run away and get a fucking burning
I'm gonna fortune that one.
All right, sure.
You want to resolve it, right?
Yeah, resolve, not fortune.
Oh, right. Resolve.
It's okay. It works the same way, but...
Yeah. It's still not much better!
You're terrible at this! How can you even slightly call yourself a zombie hunter?
It was just for
All right.
fame! I wasn't ready! I didn't think I'd actually have to hunt a zombie!
So,
It's not a fumble.
Enders, we'll do your corruption and everything after, because in the
Sure.
midst of combat it doesn't
Yeah.
affect you.
Thanks,
But
Simon.
you are scared, and
Yeah.
thus will have a -20 to all of your attacks or anything.
Good, awesome, dope.
Yeah, you don't have to run away.
Uh-huh.
You can do so if you want. It's your roleplay, but there's nothing that forces you to run away.
Yeah.
Compared to the last time where you fought the zombies. So they come into the door. The Lord Mayor, his wife, their 4 lovely children. What do the 3 of you do?
Well,
Giggle, plan B!
Oh,
As you
God.
say that, an eye falls off of the Lord Mayor's wife's head.
Roll another cool check.
I level my gun, point it at the mayor's wife, and I say, "We weren't talking about pies; it was potatoes." And I fire.
As you forget the zombies, get the necromancer.
How would you like us to get
Fuck
going to
you!
zombies?
The zombies are more important at this moment in time.
Would you quit jiggling over there and help us out? You're a wizard, for Christ's sake!
So Gangolf, make a firearms check
Okay.
against my agility as a zombie.
Oh, that's such a better idea, Gangolf. Why didn't I get a gun? I have a sword.
I fail.
Terrible.
I succeeded.
What's the damage of your pistol?
It is 8.
The wife is dead. Well, she's re-dead.
Yeah.
You fire a shot, it echoes across the hall. After the smoke clears your pistol, you notice that the mayor's wife is on the ground, unmoving.
Now everyone cover me. This can take a while.
What do you do with your hands?
It takes so freaking long. What's the reload on your pistol?
It's 1.
Oh, that's fine. It's just one
it-
turn. You can fire every other turn.
Well, see, this is the thing: is can I fire and reload in the same turn?
No. No, that's it. As you fire, you start reloading. You spend an entire turn reloading.
Well, because
And
I have the talent.
Oh, wait.
Gunner.
That changes things.
You can reload black powder weapons with practiced ease. Add success level equal to your level in Gunner.
Yeah, my bad. I forgot New Warhammer. To reload your pistol, you need to make a firearms check.
Okay. Is that ranged black powder or
Range black powder? Yep. And if you reach a number of success levels equal to the number in parentheses, so 1 in your case, you reload the gun. So it can take as many, but in your case, you also add your gunner, so you would have 2, so you can fire every turn.
Okay.
We'll just do it that way. You can fire every turn. As long as
if I get a success.
Yeah.
I got a success.
it doesn't take that long.
So I'm like, I just like inhale black powder and just like spit it into my gun.
Well, I think because you have gunner, I think you already probably have like all your bullets wrapped in paper with the like the gunpowder inside. It's almost like a cartridge system that you've come up with.
Yeah. Okay, I'm good.
When he shouts, "Cover me," Anders, being an idiot, runs in to the fray of 5 zombies.
That's not even slightly covering me.
And he goes for, like the last time we were in combat, the smallest one.
One of the zombies is crawling on all 4.
Perfect. He goes for
Kill
that
the
one.
baby!
He goes for that one.
It's
Just
an
kick it
undead
across the
creature.
room.
You're on the internet forever making this happen right now, Simon. Just so you know.
Yeah.
It is a zombie. It is not a child. It is an undead aberration, and it is a crime against everything that is holy and pure in this world.
So I have a -20.
Well, babies. I agree with that.
I failed because I have a -20.
Wait, I have to dodge. I also fail. So not only do you completely miss with your sword, but the zombie also falls on its side and gets back up. And it starts to make its way towards your shin.
How does that work?
Just
Okay,
hold it down or shoot it in the head.
I slowed it down. I got in. Right, they're all going to feed now. Shoot them
Galarian,
faster.
Yeah.
it is up to you.
All right.
Like most times.
Yeah.
I feel like I did quite well there. I don't know.
Oh, after the gunshot, I forgot to mention, after the gunshot, you all hear a chair fall over and footsteps coming in your direction.
Shit.
Okay.
Perfect. We don't have to move.
Does he? Can I see him? Since I'm kind of close to that entryway.
Yep.
Okay. Does he still look stunned?
Oh, that would be my thing. 2 seconds, I'll let you know.
Okay. And what about
Is he still stunned?
Mm-hmm.
He is not stunned anymore, but he is fatigued.
Okay. And what does fatigued do?
He has a -10 on everything.
Awesome. All right.
Does he have to roll fear? Cool.
He made them.
So
I mean,
he's already got all the corruption, man.
Yeah.
Oh, and Galarian rolled when he saw that earlier anyway.
Yep. What's entangle? Sorry, I'm trying to find entangle because I'm all of these special conditions, and this book is super well organized.
Yeah, long with bookmarks. Entangle is on page 168. Pretty much, yeah. 168 is pretty much where you'll find all of the conditions.
Okay.
Wrapped in something, you may not move, and all your actions involving movements suffer a -10 penalty.
Okay.
And it's
so he would be able to cast a spell while entangled then?
yeah, but he would still have a -10 because he's fatigued.
Okay. But he'd be...
But he would be forced to stay in the other room, which means that the only target so far would be you.
Okay, I am going to attempt a channeling check, I think. I need to...
Language magic.
No, well, if I'm channeling, it's a channeling...
Oh, okay. Well, what's how many successes do you need to get to cast a spell?
3.
Oh, yeah, channel.
Yeah, so I need to see, like, does channeling go off the same turn you collect the successes, or does it go off?
It goes off after. It's you use your action to channel,
and then the very next turn it goes off.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Alrighty. So I will roll that check, and I'm going to cast Entangle on the mayor. Or not mayor, what's his face?
The necromancer.
Yeah, the necromancer.
All right.
That is a failure.
You just channel for the turn, but you don't accrue any successes.
Yeah, and I'm going to move away.
All right. You move away. The zombies will swarm on Anders because he flung himself into the fray.
I'm a
I
zombie
have-
hunter.
5 attacks against you, Anders.
Tell my story.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 of them will succeed. Now, you have a shield out, right?
I do have a shield.
Okay. And you have a sword.
I do have a sword.
And you have a natural dodge.
And I have armor.
Which means that you can probably protect yourself against all of these attacks.
Sure.
But because they all succeeded...
Well, 3 succeeded, right?
Yeah, 3 succeeded. So I'm going to ask you to roll your first opposed check. So do you try to block it, parry it, or then deal damage if you succeed, or just dodge out of the way?
So I have, with a shield, I have, if you're wielding, so defensive weapons are designed to parry incoming attacks. If you're wielding such a weapon, you gain a bonus of +1 SL to any melee tests when you oppose an incoming attack. So I think I'm going to parry these.
Good.
That makes the most sense.
That would make the most sense. And then if you win, then it's a melee attack. Except it's a melee attack with your shield and not your sword.
Right. I don't actually have a parry option.
No, just make a regular attack check, like a melee attack check with a +10.
With the shield?
With the shield, yeah.
Okay, cool. I can do that. Shield. I'm doing that 3 times?
But do the first one first, because if you fail, then you'll start having penalties for the next ones.
I failed.
Okay, so the next one's going to be -10. So just general.
So just a regular roll?
Yeah. It's to account that...
all
right.
Fumble failed? I don't know why that's green.
Yeah, I know. It's weird. It's because it's a double.
Okay.
And then the third one, you'd have a -20.
So a -10.
Yeah. We'll do it like that because normally they would gain advantages. So the third one would have 2 advantages. But I already rolled their attack rolls like all in advance. But you do succeed on the last one, and thus will cause 4 points of damage. Which one was it? Was it the mayor? Was it the eldest? The second son? The daughter? Or the baby?
Kill the baby. It was the baby.
All right. So the baby jumped at you with supernatural strength and just flung itself at your shield and is starting to bite through the wood. You used your shield to slam it against the column next to you. It is still on it, and it is still biting, and its fingers are like scratching at the surface of your shield, and you can hear the same sound as like nails on a blackboard.
Mm-hmm.
Does it say Bwains?
Blaine.
Papa, would you get me some brains? And now it's all 3 of you. What do you do?
It's our turn again?
Yep.
All
I
right.
will shoot them. Wait.
Necromancer was stunned, so he had to get up, and that was his turn, and then he saved.
I can't see the necromancer, right?
Nope.
The mayor! God, he's a bastard, probably. Shoot him!
All
That's
right. I'm going to try to dodge with my 10%. I am a zombie.
I succeeded.
What's your damage?
8.
Mayor's dead.
And I will reload. I will I will fortune that. Because no.
Because do you want to jam your pistol? That would be a jam.
It's a failure, but it's not.
We're gonna.
It takes the next turn to reload.
Yeah. So next turn you can take your turn to roll that check.
They're not there, right? Like they're not close to me.
No, because Anders flung himself into the fray, and so they're all surrounding him, trying to kill him. Which, by the way, Anders, it's your turn.
I'm going to fight the zombies. That's what I'm going to do for sure.
I do a thing on the mayor.
A thing on the mage?
The channeling that I've been doing.
Oh. Okay, that's your whole turn anyway.
Yeah.
Right. Anders?
Okay, I'm going to stab somebody. I have a minus something. I have at least a minus 20, right?
You don't have the minus 20.
For the cool?
I used the minus 20 because I had rolled for their attacks in bulk.
No, for my failed cool roll.
Oh, yes, of course.
Okay. Ka-chow! Still a failure. So I swing away wildly in the fray of several zombies.
Do you have any fortune left?
I have... Yes.
It might be worth using one. Just
But there's a necromancer, and I'm still afraid.
Okay. Well, I mean, I am slowly getting through the zombies, but I did not reload properly this time. So
There's 4 zombies left.
4 of them left. One of which is half dead.
All right, I will.
Actually, Simon, could I fortune my reload as well?
Sure.
It's a different roll. I feel like this is fairly important.
And what about Anders?
Is lucky.
Yeah, I will fortune mine as well.
All right.
Well, fuck it. Okay.
And what about Anders?
The same roll.
No. Wow, exactly the same.
Yep.
Well, then my zombies are going to attack, which now they have 2 advantages. So the first one has 1 success. Anders, do you defend against it?
Yeah.
Remember, you have the minus 20 because you're afraid.
Oh,
but you have the plus.
That counts to my shield too, huh?
Yeah.
Shit. Okay, so I have a plus 10, so I have a minus 10 total. Okay.
Yep. So he's going to hit you. The second one will have another advantage. That's 1 success. You can roll again with a minus 10.
Come on, Anders.
Nope.
2 of them hit you. So, and they hit you on, if anyone can tell me, what is 53 and 64 on the body?
I don't have that open.
It's on the sheet.
Yeah, I couldn't open it.
Yeah, it's on your sheet, the silhouette of a character.
Oh, right.
They're both body.
Both body, all right. And the third one will now have another advantage with 1 success on 0-5. That's the head.
Yep.
Okay, let's see what happens here. Minus 10. I succeed against that one. Suck it.
And you deal...
No, headshot.
do you want it to be the same one that you damaged earlier?
Yeah. Yes, the launching baby. All right, so...
Yeah, because it was going to bite your jugular.
Good. Good.
And you just took it and just flung it like Hail Mary football
Yeah.
out the window.
I just bash it. I just shield bash it away as it leaps towards me.
It's gone.
I have this wonderful mental image of Monty Python Search for the Holy Grail, you know, when the rabbit jumps at people,
Yeah.
but instead of the rabbit, it's just zombie baby.
Yeah. So real quick for me, Simon,
Yeah.
so I have armor everywhere. So how does armor work, and where the hell are my hit points?
So your hit points are on your sheet. They're under your stats.
Under wounds, right?
Wounds, yeah.
Okay. So
you have 10.
Yes.
Yeah. And then armor works as damage reduction in this game.
Okay. So I get hit 3 times last time and 3 times this time. And I don't know what the damage is.
Because I forgot to tell you what the damage was.
Okay, cool.
Because I am an idiot. But also because I'm trying to find stat-wise for monsters, there doesn't seem to be... The damage isn't included. So it's unarmed. What's the unarmed damage that people have normally? 278, I think.
I don't actually know.
No, it's going
Isn't
to...
it like strength bonus times 2 or something?
I got it right here. It is... it's strength bonus, period, plus the amount of successes. Because they don't have weapons. Normally, a zombie could have a weapon, but these ones don't. So Strength bonus is a 3. So, Anders, you took last turn.
9 points, 9 and 9 each turn.
3. Well, because we have to do them individually.
Okay.
So 3, 4, and 3. The armor reduces by 1, but your toughness bonus also applies on everything, and your toughness bonus is a 3. So right now you only took 0 damage last turn,
Cool.
and this turn you took 0 damage this turn.
Isn't someone happy he got armor?
I'm a river warden.
Not really, no, it's not a thing.
I
but
should have
alright.
given them knives. I should have given.
I'm an undead hunter. As he's swinging and bashes the baby. I'm an
And he is
undead hunter.
scared shitless.
That's what he's just shouting it over and over again that he's an undead hunter.
The channeling is done, but the necromancer enters the room and says, "What is this treachery?" Because clearly I'm Skeletor at this point.
I wasn't gonna say it out loud, only in the chats.
Oh God, did I? And the spell he casts is going to be something y'all have never seen before, but it's spooky enough.
Is cool. I cast I dispel using an opposed language magic test.
Well, let me roll first.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, he's going to channel first. I'm sorry, he's going to have to channel it.
Oh, okay. Then I do nothing because he's channeling.
So 3 successes.
I see 1 success. Is what
No, it's because I've only told Roll20, give me the number if it's under.
Okay, and you are doing
I
the
rolled a
minus 10
20.
for him being fatigued as well?
Oh, no, so he got 2 successes. Thank you.
Mhm.
So he start channeling, and you see even the two of you that don't have second sight, there is suddenly like just this black smoke coming out of cracks within the walls, from the windows, even from, it looks like the zombies are fuming, and everything is gathering around Mr. Hour as his eyes flash a greenish purple light. It is now the 3 of you. It's your turn to act.
Okay, so I cast Entangle now that it's been properly channeled. And it's treated as if it has a channel level of 0. So now I've got to roll this. And that's going to be 2 success levels.
Mm-hmm.
And this spell does something special when I have success levels.
What
so
does it do?
For every 2 success, for every plus 2 success levels, I may give the target an additional +1 entangle condition.
So he's got Entangle too?
Yes.
He cannot move away from here right now.
Mm-hmm. Your target gains 1 entangle condition with a strength equal to your intelligence.
What's
And
your
so
intel?
he's got Entangle 2 because of the extra success level. And my intelligence is...
Oh, well, it's going to be opposed rolls, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, it's opposed rolls.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's opposed rolls. So, all right, we're good with that. It's your
And-
intel against his strength.
Also, the channeling, if you're distracted by anything, loud noises, suffering damage, flashing lights, or anything similar, you have to pass a hard cool test or suffer a minor miscast and lose all success levels you've accrued. Would
Hard-
you count being
Yes.
wrapped in shadow tendrils?
Yes.
Okay.
And I got a minus.
20.
I fail.
Yeah, minus 30. Because
So, hey, friends, he might kill himself with his own spell.
That's dope. Way to be a
Because
shitty
welcome to
necromancer.
Warhammer. Minor miscast. I want one of you to roll, any one of you roll a D100, please.
I feel like the wizard should
Yeah, I
be
feel like
allowed
Gale
to
has
do it.
this one.
Galarian.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Well,
1.
1. I don't. Or I guess 1's actually good in this, isn't it?
We're fighting a demon, guys.
Oh my god! Witch sign. The next living creature born within 1 mile is mutated.
All right.
Yeah. First. Meanwhile, at the Temple of Shalia, someone's giving birth, and the Shalian priestess gets this like baby that has like a small tentacle at the top of its head and just goes, nope.
And then that baby goes flying out the window too.
Yep. There will be a mutant with a tentacle for a head seeking revenge on mankind
That's amazing.
because of you.
Right.
Hey, no, it was not my fault. It was
Oh
the
no!
wizard.
Wait! I'm sorry. It says living creature.
Just
There
scroll.
is a mutated rabbit somewhere around Ubersreich.
It will eventually guard the entrance to a cave.
A cave where the holy hand. No. Anyway, it'll require the holy hand grenade. And Gangulf. What do you do?
What is the status of the necromancer, and how many zombies are currently grabbing me?
The necromancer is entangled, just like in D&D Entangle, and you have 3 zombies on you now.
Is
The
there
eldest son, the second son, and the daughter.
is there some kind of mechanic for getting away from combat?
Yes, you can use your entire turn to move away and not risk attacks of opportunity.
Okay.
Otherwise, you can move away, and the 3 of them will make attacks, but you don't get to defend against them. So I can still miss,
Oh, that's
but you can still do something else.
And I assume that he's not close enough to me to attack.
He's not.
That's right. I attack one of the sun.
All right.
I attack the sun.
I shoot at the darkness,
When Anders says it, I almost believe him.
Except that I have a lot of advantages now.
and I have a -20. God, I fail.
He succeeds. He is now a zombie ninja. Oh. But that's what it is.
That's
That
your
is your turn. Gangulf?
It takes me a turn to reload because I failed, right?
So at the end of the turn, you would have reloaded. But you
Okay.
can't fire right now.
Could I offer up to the DM, the GM, the
Mhm.
god of the game, wait, is it fortune or what's it called?
Fate. If you burn a fate, your gun is recharged, and you can fire with a +40.
This turn?
But it's a permanent
I
fate.
will do that.
All right. Yeah, normally fate is used to, you can burn it to affect the story. So, yeah.
Okay.
Who are you
I
shooting?
will shoot the necromancer. If I can see him, right?
Nope, you'd have to get closer. Which is possible during this turn, but it'll put you close enough to the zombies that they might go after you.
I will go closer. This is fine.
Okay.
I will step forward a few paces,
Mhm.
aim down my gun, which has been magically reloaded through the power of getting rid of advantages, and from hell's heart I stab, shoot at thee. And
Even with the entanglement and even with the fatigue, he will manage to accrue 1 success. You have to have at least more than 1 success.
what do I have plus? You said plus.
40.
40.
40.
I'm going to try that again.
Really? I gave you a +40 and
I'm
you fail
trying.
on me?
I'm using a fate, the fate point,
Fortune.
fortune point, to reroll that.
This guy has -30.
Holy crap!
Can I give him my fate point?
So
Can I give him one of my fortunes to reroll?
here's the thing.
Simon, did you
Yep.
account for both sources of entanglement as each a -10 plus the fatigue, so -30 total?
Nope, he would only have a 2%. Sorry, I just did a -20. So yeah, you hit Gangulf. 9 points of damage to his, what's his 87?
Is the left leg.
Left leg, he doesn't have armor, so he takes 5 points of damage. You fire at him. He was still channeling, so I'm going to ask our dear friend the wizard to roll another D100.
Roll a 1. We don't want more mutated rabbits.
38.
38. Wait, that's gods.
You're looking for like page 240 something.
Yeah. Man.
Maybe 230 something. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm at there you go. It's 234. We said 38. 38 is Soul Quake. He falls prone.
Soul Quake.
Yay!
Oh. So he's entangled, fatigued, and prone now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it makes
he's
sense.
got a
He's shot in
minus
the leg,
40
yeah, falls
to
over.
everything. And it's his turn. He's going to try to keep channeling with his 12%.
Prone on the ground, like clutching his leg, like, fucking leg. Yeah.
Well, he has no choice. He can't get the spell off.
He's got a minus 40%, and he's still better than Anders.
Yeah, I know that fails. So for now, he's the spell just fizzles, and he says, "Stop! Stop! I yield!" And with a movement of his hand, the 3 children fall inert on the ground. And he says, "You, elf! Why didn't I know you were crawling about Ubersreich?"
I hide with the gray wind. You never would have.
He spits. Filthy elves and their filthy magic. My master will not stand for this. You might bring me down today.
You speak of the Graf?
Yes. Graf von Brunner. Lord von Brunner, masters of this land, conqueror of life and death itself.
He's died and risen again?
Yes, and he was to make me one of his. That was to be my all mine, my thing, my blessing after all these years of hard work. And he gets back up. And I'm going to ask all 3 of you to make
He can't move.
Oh, no. Well, he's... Shit. Yeah, he's prone and can't move.
Yep.
I shot you in the leg, dickheads.
Fuck you. Still, make another... make a perception check, everyone. And since he's prone, give yourselves a plus 20.
Do I get an additional bonus for elf eyes acute senses?
Yep.
How much?
Let's go with another 20, so 40.
Woo!
Yeah, you all see that he is buying time with a hand almost up his sleeve. His fingers wag, trying to cast another spell. But this time he's not channeling. He's just trying to distract you.
I'm cutting his throat.
Yeah, I feel like we started talking, so Anders got distracted, but I think he also like shout, "I'm an undead hunter!" and he goes to stab the prone wizard on the ground. Because if he can hit anything, if he can't hit a baby, he should get hit an old man who's prone on the ground and not moving.
With
Hit a baby.
with a synchronicity unseen yet in this party. The Galarian's dagger falls onto the necromancer's throat as Anders' sword is plunged in his heart. In the distance, Gandalf reloading a pistol.
Fucking go in.
And that is where we're gonna end tonight.
That is an awesome end. I like it. Fantastic, guys. So that was another episode of what we're calling Warhammer Fantasy. So let's go around, introduce our cast here, and we will find someone to host. We'll start with the fully awake Daddy Sheepdog. Who are you? Where can we find you on the internet? What are you up to, man?
Hello there, guys. I am Sheepdog. You can find me if you look for me. And my God, I take no responsibility. I think we should blame Simon for this iteration.
For everything, really.
Yeah.
For just...
Like we play, we play our characters, and he encourages us. You see him every time. He encourages it.
Directly
It's-
his fault, for sure. Yeah,
Completely.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Speaking of Simon, where can we find you on the internet, and what are you up to, man?
Hi, I'm Simon. You can find me on Twitter at wandering_DM, on Twitch at twitch.tv/wanderingdm. I stream now. We have one show that ended, so I stream basically every day of the week except for Tuesdays. And I'm starting a new season soon, so keep an eye out. There might be casting calls for different shows. I had too many shows. Apparently, there are only 7 days in the week, so I had to canned some of them, and I'll put out some of them for the far future. But there might be a call for if you're interested in playing in Sentinels of the Multiverse, a superhero comic, sort of like collaborative comic game that I find is really, really interesting. If you've played the card game before, this is the RPG, the TTRPG Sentinels of the Multiverse. I will be running the 6 mini issues series with the quick start rules on my channel, probably starting in 2 weeks.
Nice.
And we'll do it over the course of like 3 weeks. So 2 issues per stream.
Sweet. Definitely go check that out, guys. And with that, we'll jump over to Justin. Who are you? Where can we find you on the internet? And what are you up to, my dude?
Hi, I'm Justin, and you can find me and lots of content for 5e at magehandpress.com, where you can follow us on Twitter at magehandpress, and you can check out more of our books if you're not feeling our own website on DriveThruRPG. And the 23rd, I believe you're going to have a charity giveaway. I'm currently building some giveaway packs for that, and when I'm not doing those things, I'm studying for licensing tests, because financial institutions want to make sure you know your stuff when they give you a promotion.
That's true.
So that's been my life for the past couple of weeks.
Hell yeah, man. Fantastic. Justin is correct. This Saturday, 2 days from now, the 23rd, we have our February charity stream, our 12-hour charity stream, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. We are doing 4 one-shots. We have some D&D. We have some Cypher systems. We have a brand new game coming out by one of our community members using the Powered by the Apocalypse system. Definitely come by, check that out. We're raising money for Extra Life charity for kids. We raised $10,000 last year. We're trying to break that goal this year. So come by, show some support, tell a friend. And if you guys want to follow us on social media, all those links are in the chat or the description down below. And with that, we'll go raid our friend Encounter Roleplay, because they're doing some awesome stuff playing Blight Over the Bryn World. Go check them out and give them all of your hot sticky raid love. And from all of us to you guys, bye-bye.